Hello children, this video class is an initiative of Shiv Jyoti Educational Group. I am Shravya Vyas and I gladly welcome you all to my social science class. So children, today we shall be doing chapter 20 part 2 early humans. We are doing the second part of this chapter today. So the topics covered in this chapter would be, in part 1 we had already done shelter and clothing of early humans, tools used by them, and how early humans discovered fire. We learnt about the beginning of farming and settling of early humans in villages and taming of animals. And in today's class, we shall be doing how transport was developed, invention of the wheel and discovery of metal by the early humans. So before I proceed to part 2 children, let us quickly revise what we did in part 1. So for that I request all of you to open your textbook page 120. So we shall quickly revise what we did in part 1 of chapter 20 early humans. We will first talk about the food that early humans ate. What did they eat? Early humans ate wild fruits and roots and hunted small animals in the beginning. Next, we shall talk about shelter and clothing. What was the shelter of early humans? Where did they live? They lived in natural caves or under large trees to protect themselves from the sun, wind and rain. And what was their clothing? Their clothing, they covered themselves with the skins of animals or leaves of trees. So, skins of animals or leaves of trees were their clothing. Let us now come to the tools they used. So, early humans usually used stones with sharp edges, they used animal horns and bones, and they used sharp wooden sticks as tools. So, these were the tools that early humans used. And let's come to how early humans discovered fire. What happened was, when they saw natural fires breaking out in the jungle, they realized this fire could be used to protect themselves and for various other purposes. So for what all did they use fire? Early humans used fire to keep away wild animals and to keep themselves warm from the cold, and they also used fire to cook the flesh of animals, and this made it easier and tastier for them to eat. And they also realized that other than natural fires, they could also create fire on their own. How did they make fire by themselves? They used 2 stones or 2 bamboo sticks. By rubbing 2 stones or 2 bamboo sticks, they realized they could make fire by themselves. Let us now come to the beginning of farming. Earlier, in search of food, they used to move from one place to another. But accidentally, they observed that by throwing the seeds of fruits, those seeds produced new plants and they could obtain new fruits from these trees. So they realized they don't have to go from place to place, they don't have to move from place to place in search of food. They could themselves plant their favorite fruits or roots around them, and thus they started farming. And when they started farming, they realized that plants needed water and fertile soil to grow well. So because plants needed water, because plants needed fertile soil to grow, they started settling down near rivers, because the places near the rivers, they had plenty of water. At the same time, the soil was very fertile. So people started settling in villages near rivers, and that's how they started settling down in one place instead of moving from one place to another. Then they started taming animals. What is taming animals? Taming animals means training animals or controlling animals and using them for various purposes. Okay, so they realized that animals such as horses, donkeys, cows, bullocks or dogs, they were easier to train or to tame, and they use these animals in their farmlands and for various other purposes. So what were they used for? These tamed animals, they were used for plowing their farmlands, they were used to obtain milk, and they were used to obtain meat so that they could eat. They also used tamed animals to carry their load. Okay, these are the various purposes for which tamed animals were used. Okay, now let's come to the second part of this chapter, children. Today's first topic is how transport developed. Okay, we shall talk about how transport developed. So in the beginning, early humans, they used to carry their own load. Okay, so what all load they used to carry? They used to carry wood. And what were these wood used for? These wood, they were used for making fire and for constructing houses. So early humans, they used to carry wood, and they also used to carry animals that they killed. You know very well that early humans used to feed on flesh of animals. So they were basically hunters. Okay, so whatever they used to catch, the animals that they killed, they used to carry by themselves, and these are the different kinds of loads that they used to carry. So slowly, once they had started taming animals, they used these animals to carry their loads. And one day, some of the early humans, they noticed logs of wood floating in water. So when they noticed logs of wood floating in water, this gave them the idea of making rafts. What are rafts, children? A raft is a flat structure made of straight logs of wood tied together and used for floating in water. So what are rafts? These are number of logs of wood. They are brought together, they are tied together, and they are used for floating in water. So with the help of these rafts, these early humans, they used to carry heavy loads by river or across the river. So basically, they used logs of wood to travel across the river, and whenever they had heavy loads to carry or many people to go together, they used to use rafts to carry load across the river. Now that we learnt about how early humans used to transport load by water, now we shall learn how they used to transport heavy loads by land. For this, they use sledges or carts. What is a sledge or a cart? A sledge or a cart is a vehicle without wheels that could be pulled along the ground. So if you notice, there are no wheels here. It has a flat surface, and with the help of this, they used to pull along the road, along the ground. They used to put their load here. The heavy loads are put here, and with the help of these things, they used to pull and carry their heavy load along the ground. Okay, but there is one problem with the sledge. The problem is that it can move only on smooth grounds. It can move only on smooth grounds. Okay, that is, if the surface is smooth or if the ground is smooth, then there was no problem. But the minute the surface becomes bumpy, using a sledge or a cart becomes very difficult. So it was very difficult to move on uneven ground. So earlier they used to push or pull the sledges or carts by themselves. Later on, after taming animals, they started using these animals to pull these carts or sledges. Now let's come to the topic invention of the wheel. So early humans, they must have seen these long logs of wood rolling down a hill. So when the early humans saw that these logs of wood were running smoothly down the hill, they realized that round things, round things could move much more easily, could move much more easily on land. That is, when the early humans saw logs of wood running down a hill, they realized that because of its round shape, you see this is round in shape, okay? Because of its round shape, they realized that round things could move much more easily on land. And then what did they do? They started fitting small pieces of tree trunks below the cart. So what did they do? They took small pieces of tree trunks and started fitting it below the sledge or below the cart. Okay, so they fitted small pieces of tree trunks below the carts. And what happened because of that? Because of that, these carts, they used to run, they used to move easily, they used to move easily even on uneven grounds. They used to move easily even on uneven grounds. Earlier, these carts were without wheels, but once they started fitting these round logs of wood, moving them even on uneven grounds became easily, and thus they could carry heavy loads with the help of carts or sledges with wheels. Thus, invention of wheel made land travel easier and faster. Easier and faster. And invention of wheel also helped them transport heavy stones to build better houses. Okay, and because of this, invention of the wheel is considered to be a landmark in the history of mankind. Invention of the wheel is considered to be a landmark in the history of mankind. Okay, so because of the invention of the wheel, land travel became easier and faster, and because of invention of the wheel, they could transport heavy stones from one place to another, and this led them to build better houses. And invention of the wheel is considered to be a landmark in the history of mankind. Let us now come to our next topic, that is discovery of metals. Early humans, they discovered that metals such as copper and iron could be obtained by melting some rocks. Early humans, they discovered that metals like copper and iron, they could be obtained by melting rocks, and these metals, they help them in making better tools. These metals help them in making better tools. And what were these tools used for? These tools were used to clear forests, for what? for getting to get land for growing crops. To get land for growing crops. Okay. So what all led to the discovery of metal? Early humans, they realized that copper and iron could be obtained by melting rocks, and these metals, they were used in making better tools, and these better tools, they were used for clearing forests to get land for growing crops. So that is, they could expand their villages, they could expand their crops, and this led to the growth of civilization. This led to the growth of human civilization. So children, this concludes the explanation part of this chapter. Let us quickly look at the bookwork and copywork of this chapter. So children, let us now start with the bookwork of chapter 20, the early humans. I request all of you to open your textbook page 124. Page 124. Okay. So our first exercise is exercise A, fill in the blanks. I repeat, open your textbook page 124. Okay. Now let's do the fill in the blanks. Question 1. Early humans spent most of their time looking for food. Okay. Question 2. Rubbing two stones together can make fire. What's the spelling of fire? F-I-R-E. Okay. Question 3. Early humans needed tools to dig out and hunt dash. So they needed tools to dig out and hunt animals. Question 4. Early humans made dash using sticks and sharp stones. So early humans made weapons using sticks and sharp stones. What's the spelling of weapons? W-E-A-P-O-N-S. Now let's come to exercise B, complete the table. You have 3 columns. Okay. 1 is for the features, 2 for the early humans, and 3 for the humans today. So we are actually comparing the features of early humans with early humans today. Okay. So the comparison is between early humans and humans today. Now first feature is clothes. What did the early humans use as clothes? They use skin of animals. And what do humans today use? What are the different kinds of clothes we use today? We use cotton or silk or polyester. What's the spelling of polyester? P-O-L-Y-E-S-T-E-R, spelling of polyester. Now the next feature is shelter. What was the shelter of early humans? So early humans, they lived in caves or underneath trees. So I want you to write caves / underneath trees. What's the spelling of underneath? U-N-D-E-R-N-E-A-T-H. Okay. So early humans, they lived in caves or underneath trees, and humans today, they live in houses. Our next feature is tools. What were the tools of early humans? Sharp stones or bones of animals. Okay. So these were the tools of early humans, and humans today, they use metal tools. Now come to the next feature, food. What was the food of early humans? They used to eat raw flesh or with very little cooking. Okay. So write raw flesh / very little cooking. And humans today, what was the food, or what is the food of today's humans? We use cooked food. Okay. So write cooked food under humans today. Now I want you to open your textbook page 125. 125. Open your textbook page 125, and let's start with exercise C. Match the columns. Question number 1, sledge. What is a sledge? It is a cart without wheels. So beside C, cart without wheels, I want you to write 1. Question 2, raft. What was raft used as? It was used as a water transport. So beside D, water transport, I want you to write number 2. Question 3, iron. What is an iron? Iron is a metal. So beside B, metal, I want you to put number 3. Question 4, river banks. River banks, they possess fertile soil. So beside A, fertile soil, I want you to put number 4. Now comes exercise D in the same page, page 125. Okay, exercise D, write T for true and F for false sentences. Question number 1, early humans first settled in villages near rivers. It is a true statement, so I want you to write T beside it. Question 2, a sledge can move easily over uneven land. It is a false statement. It cannot move easily on uneven land. Question 3, we get metal by melting wood. This is also a false statement. What is the true statement? We get metal by melting rocks. So beside this third statement, I want you to write F. Question 4, all wheels are round. It is a true statement. So put T beside this true statement. Now come to exercise E of the same page. Okay. Question 1, means of transport that have wheels. So there are various means of transport listed here. I want you to circle those means of transport that have wheels. So first comes scooter. It has wheels. So put a circle around scooter. Ship. Ship does not have wheels. So you will not circle ships. Same thing with tractor and aeroplane. Since tractor and aeroplane both have wheels, you have to circle tractor and aeroplane. Steamer is similar to ship and that also does not have a wheel, so we will not circle steamer. Next comes train. Train has wheels, so we shall circle train. Now comes sledge, submarine, rocket, boat, helicopter. These are the means of transport that do not have wheels, so we will not circle these. Next comes your rickshaw and cycle. Since both have wheels, we shall circle them. Now comes, since rickshaw and cycle both have wheels, we shall circle both rickshaw and cycle. So this finished. These are the means of transport that have wheels. Whatever we had circled here, those transports have wheels. Now comes question 2, animals that early humans tamed. That is animals that early humans trained for various purposes. Question 1, tiger. Tiger is not easy to tame, so we will not circle tiger. Cow, we shall circle cow because it was easily tamed by early humans. Giraffe was also not easily tamed, so we will not circle giraffe. Next comes buffalo and horse. Both were easily tamed by early humans, so we shall circle buffalo and horse. Lion is a wild animal, so we will not circle lion, but goat was easily tamed by early humans, so we shall circle goat. Next comes zebra. It was not easily tamed, so we shall not circle zebra. Next you have dog, bullock, donkey. All the three, they were easily tamed by early humans, so we shall circle dog, bullock and donkey. And next comes parrot and monkey. They were not easily tamed, so we shall leave these two. Okay, so all these circled animals were those animals that were easily tamed by early humans. Now comes multiple choice questions in the same page, in page 125. Okay, let's come to first question. Early humans lived in A, caves and trees, B, houses, C, out in the open, and the correct answer is A, caves and trees. Question 2. The earliest tools used by humans were made of A. Stone, B. Iron, C. Steel. So the earliest tools that were used by humans were made of stone. So put a tick in option A. Question 3. Early humans learned to make fire by A. Rubbing two stones together, B. Using a matchbox, C. Using fires caused by lightning, and the correct option is A. Rubbing two stones together. So put a tick in option A. Question 4. The first villages came up dash A. Beside rivers, B. On mountains, C. In dense forests. So the first villages came up beside rivers because it was rivers that provided fertile soil and water for the crops that early humans grew. Okay, so tick the option A. Question 5. Carts without wheels that can be pulled along the ground are called A. Rafts, B. Sledges, C. Plows, and the correct option is B. Sledges. So children, this concludes the book work. We shall now proceed to the copy work of this chapter. So now, after completing the definitions in your copy work, I want you to start a new page. Don't forget to draw the red columns, children, and start with answer the following. Let's come to your first question. Question 1. What did the early humans eat in the beginning? Answer. Early humans ate wild fruits, roots, and raw flesh of animals. Leave a line, children, and let's start with question 2. Question 2. Where did early humans live and what kind of clothes did they wear? The answer is early humans lived in jungles. They covered themselves with the skin of animals or leaves of trees. Let us now come to question 3. How did early humans make fire? Your answer is early humans made fire by rubbing two stones together. Now comes question 4. Why did early humans settle near rivers? Answer. Early humans needed water for farming and daily use. Therefore, they settled near rivers. Please leave a line and let's start with question 5. Question 5. How did early humans get the idea of the wheel? Answer. The early humans got the idea of the wheel by seeing round logs of wood rolling down a hill. So children, this concludes even the copy work of this chapter. So children, this concludes the explanation part of part 2 of early humans. We also completed the book work and copy work. I hope you understood the chapter clearly. Looking forward to meeting you again. Have a great day, children.